Good afternoon, I'm Hailey Trealout and you're watching MediaPlex Live at 1. Tributes and condolences are still pouring in for former federal finance minister Jim Flaherty, who died yesterday. He was 64 years old. Flaherty stepped down as finance minister 3 weeks ago. He died of an apparent heart attack Thursday morning in Ottawa. In his final statement announcing his resignation, Flaherty said, "We live in the greatest country in the world, and I want Canadians to know that it has been my honor and my privilege to serve them." It is a difficult time for CBC Windsor employees. CBC Radio Canada announced yesterday that 657 jobs will be eliminated. The public network also announced that it will remove $130 million from its annual budget. With less funding, it will be difficult for CBC to broadcast professional sports. CBC announced yesterday that they would be losing 5 jobs locally. The Pope asked for forgiveness for damage caused to children by alleged sexual abuse scandals within the church. Pope Francis says sanctions would be imposed. The church set up a committee last year to help victims of sexual abuse by clergy. The Pope strongly defended the Roman Catholic Church from harsh criticism from the United Nations. Windsor police are looking for 2 men who broke into a motel office on Howard Avenue early Tuesday morning. The surveillance video shows the men breaking in through the window and taking an undisclosed amount of money. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 519-258-TIPS. There are so many ways people can volunteer in Windsor, Essex. This week is dedicated to thanking those volunteers. Stacey Janzer has the details.
I've been a Red Cross volunteer for 20 years now.
Robin Bondi has been working as a volunteer for the Red Cross in the Disaster Management Program.
Gives me a way to get that feel-good feeling that you do when you can help somebody who really needs the help.
National Volunteer Week is a chance for places like the Red Cross to thank all of their volunteer workers. Donna Gerard, Disaster Management Advisor at the Red Cross, did just that.
We had a volunteer appreciation night where we had all our volunteers come forward to an event. We recognized them with certificates of appreciation.
Bondi received the national award called the Order of the Red Cross.
It's given to volunteers who have been serving for at least 10 years, and they've made a significant contribution to the program that you're serving in.
Bondi remains humble about receiving the award, but she has done her fair share of hard work while in Louisiana during Hurricane Katrina.
The people that were evacuated from the area, still coming into Alexandria, they were exhausted. They'd been in the cars for hours and hours and hours, and it was remarkable to see what the people could do for themselves.
The Red Cross continues to seek out volunteers for their programs.
Whereas Red Cross is always looking for volunteers and across all our programs. Disaster management for sure, we're looking for volunteers up at the front to answer phones. So depending on their skill and their interest, we're open to volunteers.
According to Volunteer Canada, over 13 million Canadians actively participate. The organization says the dedications Canadians show to our communities gives us the caring reputation seen around the world. So help out or call the volunteer hotline and give your thanks to a volunteer. For MediaPlex News, I'm Stacey Janzer.
Windsor Pride stopped by the MediaPlex this morning. Nancy Campana, event organizer of Run for Rocky, spoke about her son and speculated why his organs weren't used for transplant.
The call came in from Trealout, and one of the first questions was his sexuality, and I said Rocky was gay, and they said that they would have to call me back.
Spring weather is finally here. Today will be sunny with a high of 17 degrees. Temperature will drop tonight to 13 with some cloudy periods. Tomorrow we will see a high of 20 with cloudy periods. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Hailey Trealout and you've been watching MediaPlex Live at 1.